TCI Sports High School Basketball Game of the Week.
Tonight from Troy High School, it's the Oakland County Slam Dunk and Three-Point Shootout. Hello again, everyone. Dave Zorn along with Joe Abramson here at Troy High School, where it's the 1997 three-point and slam dunk shootout. And Joe, some familiar faces that we saw last year here, and some people that we haven't seen, but who's impressed you so far?
Well, I think in the three-point contest, you got to go with the two guys who led the way in the opening rounds. Mike Mytrot from Clarkston, who had 18 points, along with Nick Sertic from Farmington, who had 18 points as well. They seem to have it going throughout the first round. Now, you know, there's always going to be that dark horse guy that comes up and gets you. You never know who that's going to be. It's always an exciting event, and it's really just a matter of who gets on a roll shooting out of those racks.
Okay, and we'll go over the rules with you later. And then now the slam dunk contest. That is the big contest that we like to see here.
Yeah, the slam dunk contest is always a lot of fun. It's the one that gets the crowd going, and you know you're going to have a new champion this year because the defending champ Shane Battier is not here. He's at the McDonald's All-Star Game in Colorado Springs. The two guys that seem to get the crowd the most fired up in the opening round were Terrence Taylor from Pontiac Northern, who had a couple of crazy dunks, and a very surprising dark horse candidate, John Borovich, a short point guard from Birmingham Seaholm. He had the crowd going. He even had the other contestants going. Those have to be your two favorites, although you never know, again, who might come out and surprise you in the final.
Okay, some surprises so far in the early going, in the preliminaries, and we'll be keeping you up to date right after these messages. Stay with us.
The TCI Sports Game of the Week is brought to you by Modernistic Carpet Cleaning, Comet Burgers in Royal Oak. Buy one burger, get one free when you mention TCI Sports. Mike's Market Share Coupon Book. And by Bell Tire.
I'm the king.
The rock and roll?
No, coupons. I'm Mike Gothier. Some people call me the king of coupons because nobody brings you bigger savings than my Market Share Coupon Book. Having trouble saving money? Then do what the Tripp family does. Carry the book, Mike's Market Share Coupon Book. You'll save thousands on things you use every day, like eyeglasses, oil changes, and cleaning from companies you trust. But you can't save unless you carry the book. Remember, you'll save a king's ransom using my Market Share Coupon Book.
Rumor has it, Comet Burgers is definitely the place to be seen in downtown Royal Oak. After the party, out for dinner, just looking for cold soft drinks, great burgers and fries, milkshakes or pizzas. Comet Burgers is the place to run into just about anybody.
Excuse me. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Even old what's-his-name. Comet Burgers, they're out of this world.
When you call Modernistic, we'll show up with this, $35,000 worth of carpet and upholstery cleaning technology.
Call the competition. They'll probably show up with this.
Our truck-mounted equipment can professionally clean your carpets with 10 times the power of portable cleaners, removing dirt, harmful bacteria, pollens, and more.
The competition can.
Of course, there is one thing the competition does that we can't.
They make a lot more noise.
Modernistic, count on us. So the tire store guy says, great deal on them tires. You want valve stems? No thanks. Your tires won't work without valve stems. They're extra. Then he told me all the other extras I needed. So guess what happened to my great deal on them tires?
Only Bell Tire gives you out-the-door pricing. You get the guaranteed lowest price, and at Bell Tire, it's the total, complete, everything's included price with absolutely no extras ever.
Bell Tire.
Nobody comes close, nobody's closer.
And welcome back to Troy High School. Dave Zorn along with Joe Abramson, and let's take a look at our three-point shootout rules. 5 racks, 5 basketballs per rack, 25 shots total, 1 point per ball, except for the last ball on the rack. That'll be worth 2 points, and you have 60 seconds to get all the balls in the basket.
Very same rules that you see on the NBA three-point contest on All-Star Weekend every year. And this year won by Steve Kerr, and these guys trying to match those type of points that they put up. Right there you see Lowell Boyle from Oxford. He's going to be one of our first guys to go up against Jeff Below, who is out of Rochester High School. And normally you would have the top 12. They actually have the top 16 guys here, so we'll have 8 groups of 2. These guys are among a small group who tied at 12, so they're going to get it going first.
Okay, we are underway. Buell yet to get any in over on this side.
Yeah, Boyle got 2 on his first round.
And Buell got the last one on the rack, so he's got 2 points for that first rack.
Boyle's got 2 out of 3 so far, 3 out of 4 on that second rack, and gets the money ball, as they'll call it, and he's got 7. He's on a little bit of a roll. Got to keep it going from the top, though.
Buell hits on his third, missed on the second rack, finally hits 1, and trying to get the 2-pointer, and does for 5 now.
Well, Boyle's up to 11, and he's on the second to last rack. Hasn't hit anything on this fourth rack until just now. Now he's got 12.
Buell hits again for 6, trying to get the 2, and doesn't get it.
Boyle up to 15, now 16 on the last rack, 17 on a little bit of a roll. He's going to put up a number that's tough to beat.
Yeah. Buell way behind and finally hits 1. And he's got a 2-pointer now with plenty of time, and he does get it for a total of 9 points. But take a look at that 18 put up on the other side by Lowell Boyle, Lowell Oxford.
Well, remember 18 is the number that was the top points in the first round, so that's going to be a tough number to beat. And I know that 18 has been enough to win it in the past. Now, once again, these guys, I believe it's what the top 2 guys will then shoot off. So basically, what you're trying to do is get one of the top 2 spots for right now. This is actually the semifinals.
Here we go on the other side. That is Al Rogers. Take a look.
The Al Rogers
at Hazel Park,
along with Todd Welcome, I believe.
And he's gone. We're only shooting 1 guy now, so Todd Welcome had to leave.
Well,
so
you know,
we'll go to one side now.
Yeah, I guess it's just how it works. You know, you got other plans, you got to leave, but he should have been in this.
2, 1, go.
Rogers hitting on the first one. And looking for that important 2-pointer. We can get it. Now Rogers from Hazel Park.
Some of the Hazel Park guys that are here, Rogers included, they had to come straight from their end-of-season banquet. So he's doing this on a full stomach.
There, so he's up to 7 at the midway point.
And, you know, you should look at this. It's kind of an awkward thing in general to have to shoot the ball off of a rack at such a rapid pace. You know, usually you're used to shooting off the dribble or off of a pass. But not only are they doing that, they're shooting off of different heighted racks. If you look at this real carefully, you're reaching down to about 3 foot high, then you're reaching to 4 foot high. It's probably a little harder to get into a rhythm here than it would be in any other situation.
He's up to 13 with 1 rack left.
I think Lowell Boyle put up a number that's going to be hard to match.
Yeah. Can do something here, though. Let's take a look.
Well, this would make him 16. Can't quite get it.
Just missed it. 13 is respectable, but we'll see. You've got a lot of good shooters after the first preliminary round. You got some great shooters ahead of you, so not a bad showing for Al Rogers.
And now we should have John Poyer from Brother Rice and Robert Dewson.
There's Robert Dewson. We saw him
from Avondale. We saw him
in the Avondale game
during the season. We saw him hit a couple, and John Poyer, who, if nothing else, is getting the finest education you can get in Oakland County, I think.
Of course, Joe being a little biased, because where did you go to high school, sir?
Somewhere around Lincoln, between 14 and 15 miles.
John Poyer and Dewson. Poyer hits his first.
Dewson hits his first 2. 3. Fourth one rimmed out, and he couldn't get the money ball to go.
Poyer now hits the first one and second one, and his second one and third. He is on a roll.
And Dewson as well is up to 6, now 7. Here's a 2-point ball. Can't get that to go yet, but he's got 7 points after 2 rounds. Now he's at the top of the key. Can't get the first. Struggling actually at the top, but you'd think he'd be able to light it up from there.
Poyer now at 5, going into his 3rd rack, 4th rack now.
Dewson not able to get anything from the top rack. Now he's on rack number 4. Plenty of time left to get all his shots off. Still hasn't hit a shot. Now he has.
Poyer hits a 2-pointer to finish off his 4th rack, and he's up to 11.
Yeah, Dewson slowed down after that hot start. He's only at 8 points, and he's only got 3 shots left. This is not going to be able to match either of the top 2 scores, I don't believe. 9. This would give him 11. He would not have one of the top 2 scores anyway.
Poyer with a big 2-pointer at the end to give him a respectable 14 also.
Well, that'll put him in the tie with Rogers for the 2nd spot right now.
So not bad shooting. And Poyer had a good streak on his 2nd rack and then cooled off until the last one, last 2 actually. And he bought up some ground there. So now we got our next shooters coming up.
Yeah, we've got Mike Kelko from Waterford, Our Lady of the Lakes, along with Brian Durda. That's Brian right there from Troy High. This is his gym.
This is his gym, so this should help out.
Oh, you would think. He knows all the nuances of the rims.
And so, here we go. Home court advantage for the Troy Cold. I'll get Kelko over here on this side.
Oh,
and he finally hits.
Not only that, Durda's got his head coach Gary Freilich standing next to him, helping him with the rack. He could probably give him pointers while this thing's going on. So far, he's only got 1 point after the first rack. There he hits the second shot.
Kelko with 4 now and hits the big 2-pointer for 6.
Now Durda with 3 points after the first 2 racks is going to have to get it going at the top. Can't get the first to go. There's one. Still struggling a little bit. Got to hit this 2-pointer here to kind of get a little bit of a rhythm. Can't do it.
Kelko has been cold here. Needs to get one to pick him up for the last rack. Does get it there for 7 and misses his 2-pointer. Now the last rack. He's got some time here.
And Durda, I don't think, has much of a chance of getting himself up to that 14-point mark. He's only got 2 shots left.
Yeah.
This one here would get him 8.
That'll give him 2, and and Kelko finishes with 10.
Yeah, Durda actually finishes with 6. Wasn't able to get that last shot to go.
So those 2 players
probably out of it.
Probably out of it right now, as we've got an 18 and 2 14s to lead the way so far.
And we get to our next. Stan Frencher from Rochester Adams, along with Kareem Manley from Pontiac Northern. And Pontiac Northern's got a few players out here tonight.
Had us a chance to see Frencher.
In 3, 2, 1, go!
Frencher starting out a little cold here on the first rack.
Manley as well, just threw one over the rim. Is able to hit the 2-pointer.
Both of them do,
yeah. Same thing.
Frencher now cold early, gets 1.
Manley in a little bit of a roll. Overshoots on the 2-pointer, but he's got 5 after 2 racks.
Frencher gets the 2, and they're both tied at 5.
In and out on a couple of Manley shots. Now the 2-point shot, can't get that to go either.
Frencher has the 2-point ball left. He almost took off without it and gets it. He's at 9 at the halfway point.
Manley up to 7, looking for 9, can't get it. Now he's on his last rack.
Now he's in double figures. Frencher trying to get up there. He's got 12. All he needs is 14 to get in the respectable range of the leaders. He's got 13, 14, and a chance to be among the leaders right now.
This is a big shot right here. Oh,
count. That's the question. Well, he's up there in the top 3 now.
Yeah, Manley ended up with 7. Frencher with 14, so now we've got a 3-way tie at 14. Frencher, John Boyer, and Al Rogers. Of course, Jeff Belo with 18 right out of the box.
That helps. And our next shooter's coming up now. This is the 3-point contest. And this is Ed Ocampo. We saw when the Ocampos win this before.
Jasper Ocampo won the first one ever with a 25-point score that is still the record. Now they're calling for the shooters
on the far side.
And he's allowed to do that. You can start at either end.
And who is that?
That would be Matthew DeRocher from Farmington Harrison.
2, 1, go!
And Ed Ocampo hits on the first.
As did DeRocher. Hasn't hit since, though.
Well, look at this. Ed following in Jasper's footsteps as he hits the 2. He's got 5 after 1 rack.
DeRocher with 4. Now he's up to 5 on the second rack.
Well, this runs in the Ocampo family as he hits the 2-pointer to get 9 before the midway point.
DeRocher keeping right up with him. Has 9, looking for 11 on this 2-pointer, and just can't get it to go.
Here's the final 2-pointer. Wouldn't go.
Well, now they're both tied at 10. DeRocher, 1-point ball there, can't go. Here's the 2-pointer. This would be big. Can't get it. Both of them have a shot, though.
Ocampo on a roll. He's got 2, but pulls up and then gets the 2-pointer to get him to 14. He can just coast on this last rack now, and he's doing it. 15. Adding another 16.
Well, he might be able to match that 18 right
And
here.
the two-pointer has plenty of time to get it, and he does, and goes up to 18. So Ed Ocampo, following in his brother's footsteps, comes up with a big 18 points to tie for the lead right now.
Yeah, and actually got to correct myself. It wasn't Jeff Velo, it was Lowell Boyle with the 18. Just read the wrong thing. But anyway, yeah, it's a two-man tie right now, Lowell Boyle and Ed Ocampo.
So that pretty much knocks the 14 players with 14 points out. There's Matt Caffey from Pontiac Central. And on the other side will be Mark Summers.
Our Lady of the Lakes. Remember, these are some of the guys that had some of the better scores. Caffey had 14 the first round. Summers had 16. Neither of those scores is going to be enough, though, to get you into the next round. You've got to get 18 or better.
Caffey 0 for 2.
Summers as well hasn't hit one yet. Now he does.
Now they both do, and now the two-pointer, no.
Mirror images right now on the shots that they're hitting. Summers hits the first two of them on the second rack, 3 in a row. Make it 4. This is the two-pointer. This would be big. He hits the two-pointer as well. He's got 7 after 2 racks. Now he's hitting from the top. He is in the zone right now.
Caffey has come back now, and he is on a roll. He likes the top of the key, and just missed the two-pointer.
Summers at 9 on the 4th rack. Can't get anything to go yet.
Caffey catching up to him with 9. And getting 10, and now the two-pointer, and he got it. Caffey on a roll, has time now with the last rack, and he's just losing composure right here as he had it on a roll.
Summers finishes with 14 as he hits that 2-ball to finish it off. A very good score, but not good enough to get him into the next round. Caffey's 12, also not good enough. Still a good effort.
Good effort on both players' parts as to try to get the 18, but just fell short. Respectable scores nonetheless, Joe.
Got to give Mark Summers a little credit. I want to get a Pistons ball voice, by the way.
That's why I gave you the nod. Nick Surdick coming up, and he was one of our leaders with 18 points, and on the other side, that is my trot, the other guy with 18. So they've got the pressure on them right now.
Yeah, 'cause what you did the first round doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Now, except that it got you to this point, but now you got to match it at least.
Yeah, now we have new leaders. So here we go, the last two shooters in the three-point category.
And 3, 2, 1, go.
Surdick and both of them hitting for 1, and now Surdick comes up with his next.
My trot as well, and
Surdick got his two-pointer.
My trot wasn't able to. Hasn't hit yet on the second rack. Does now.
Surdick on a roll, hit his next two-pointer.
Well, my trot hit a two-pointer on his second rack. He's up to 5, and he's at the top of the key. Misses the first, hits the second, and he's trying to get into a groove. It looks like he is.
Surdick in double figures with 10, missed his two-pointer at the top.
My trot up to 10 with 2 racks to go. Definitely got a shot at this.
And the two-pointer for Surdick, he hits at 12.
My trot in and out on that one-pointer. Here's a two-pointer that goes. A very important shot. He's got 13 with 1 rack to go.
He needs this, and that's it. These guys have put a great effort in and just could not match their total of the first round. So they will take a seed, actually.
Yeah, my trot with 14, Surdick with 12, and a valiant effort.
What a great effort, but the pressure was on these players because they had coasted really on their first round, but the pressure is right here in these finals to match what they did because you got some hot shooters in Lowell Boyle and Ed Ocampo, who both came up with 18 points.
And both of them now with a shot at the final, and Ocampo, see if he can keep it in the family. You know, last year we saw a guy who had a chance at keeping a title in the family, and Mike Chappelle, his brother Mark, had won the dunk. Mike actually came in second. This would be the first time that brothers come out as champs over a period of years.
And the players are getting ready to shoot it off here. They have done a great job. As we take a look, Jasper Ocampo won it back in 1991. It's been that long, huh, Joe?
It's been a while, and last year John Mills of Oakland Christian actually tied his record with 25. But you can look at 15 has won it before, Adam McCarthy from Walled Lake Central. We've gone from 15 all the way up to 25 in terms of winning scores, so it's really just a matter of how the other guy shoots is what you need to do to win.
Here we go. Pressure on these players. They're shooting in the same baskets they were the first time. That's right. Low Boyle, as you see him there. Here we go. 18 is what they got last time. Campo, this is on the first.
Boyle got his first one, hasn't hit since. Gets
And
another.
Campo gets the big two-pointer, and he does. All tied up at 4 for both.
Yeah, both of them did the very same thing on the first rack. Now Boyle's hitting a couple in a row from that wing.
Campo with a two-pointer. Won't get it.
Boyle's up to 8 now. He's on a roll.
Campo now with 7. Getting the two-pointer. Nope.
You can see Boyle's got a little bit of a groove right now.
Yeah, he's got the big edge right now, 12-9.
Can't get the 2 to go. It's still open there for Ocampo to come back on.
Campo gets the 2.
Boyle up to 14. Here's the 2-point ball. To get 16, can't do it. 14 right now is the score to beat. Ocampo's still got a shot at this and could tie it.
And he ties it! They're all tied up again at 14 apiece, and both players smiling at each other.
I tell you what, I don't think either of them wanted to win with a 14 anyway. You know, you want to go again.
What a great effort by both players.
Now, what happens if they get another 60 seconds, or you do the NBA? I know has a 24-second shoot-off. And you just heard in the background they're going to do the same thing the NBA does. You only get 24 seconds, which puts time at a premium. You're not going to get all the racks, so you've got to pick your spot. Now, I wonder, knowing you can't get all the racks, do you have to start at the baseline, or can you start up on the wing where it might be easier for you?
Okay, too bad we can't read lips there. Jim Feldkamp talking it over.
They're going to go 1 minute.
All right.
They're going to rest him for a second.
Okay, so with this pause in the action, we will take a break, let the players take a break themselves, and see some more exciting three-point shootout action coming your way right here on TCI Sports. Stay with us. We've got more action coming your way.
TCI Cablevision of Oakland County, nominated in 3 categories for National Cable Ace. Sports Programming, Public Affairs, Overall Commitment to Local Programming.
And the Cable Ace award goes to Transition.
The Cable Ace goes to TCI Cablevision of Oakland County.
TCI 63. See what you've been missing.
It's the way you inspire. It's the way you grow. It's the way you lead. It's the way you play. It's the way you work. It's the way you discover. TCI. It's the way you learn.
And welcome back to the three-point shootout. And here we go. The final shootout is a tie with 14 on the second shootout. Here we go.
Boyle and Ocampo once again, and Boyle seems to have cooled off. Well, now he hits one.
And Ocampo hits his second. Misses the two-pointer. And Ocampo kind of peeked up to see where the other player was.
Kind of hard not to do that, I would think. Boyle hit both two-point balls so far, and is up to 7.
And Ocampo misses the two-pointer again, so that's going to hurt him. 7-4 right now. 5, 6.
Time Boyle doesn't hit the two-pointer, but he's up to 9.
Ocampo likes the top of the key, and he hits the two-pointer to tie it. 10-9 now.
Yep, Boyle not able to get much on that fourth rack. He's going to have to get it going a little bit here on this last one.
Ocampo hits the 2 to tie it.
Boyle with
tied up at 11.
Boyle got the two-pointer. He's got 14, and Ocampo here to tie it again.
And he does it! I'll tell you, what do you want for excitement? This is terrific.
Hey, they got going. This is great.
So we'll have another meeting here, see what we're
Now they're going to go a minute again, and these guys, their arms have to be sore.
That is terrific. Low Boyle and Ed Ocampo is battling it out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, your arms are tight, plus your legs have to be a little sore, too, because these are all jump shots.
Yeah. They have been matching shot for shot pretty much, Joe.
Oh, yeah.
If one guy goes cold, the other guy's cold, they'll pick it up when the other guy gets out.
And the funny thing is, both times, Boyle finished first, and Ocampo had to hit the last two-pointer to tie it, and both times he did it perfectly.
And he has done it.
And now you see Jim Feldkamp talking with both of them, and they're going to discuss how they're going to do this final thing. They've already got the racks all set up for them.
Well, Ed Ocampo, following in the footsteps of Jasper. That was back in 1991. I can't believe we've been doing this that long.
Been a while,
Well,
huh?
time flies when you're having fun here.
I tell you.
Well, with this pause in the action, we'll be back to finish this off, and maybe the next one we'll get a winner.
Maybe.
We'll be right back, right after these messages. Stay with us.
Rumor has it, Comet Burgers is definitely the place to be seen in downtown Royal Oak. After the party, out for dinner, just looking for cold soft drinks, great burgers and fries, milkshakes or pizzas. Comet Burgers is the place to run into just about anybody.
Excuse me. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Even old what's-his-name. Comet Burgers, they're out of this world.
And welcome back to Troy High School. One of the official scorers missed a two-pointer, according to what they say. And Ocampo gets the win here.
Yeah, or actually gave him a one where they should have given him a two. They saw it go in, because his score only went up to 15. It didn't go up to 16.
Okay.
But still, all right, we've got Ed Ocampo then as the winner with 15.
So there you have your winner. Ed Ocampo keeps it in the family. And what a job by Low Boyle and Ed Ocampo to battle it out here. So a tough contest, and finally won by Ed Ocampo. So Low Boyle heads up into the stands, and a great competitor there. And just fighting for pride. Coming up, we'll have the slam dunk contest. And that is the exciting part that the fans want to stay. Some of the fans even get on the court for it. It's so exciting.
Well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, you can say it's the exciting part. It's going to be tough for them to match the excitement we just saw.
We'll be right back. Stay with us. Slam dunk contest is next.
I'm the king.
Rock and roll.
No coupons. I'm Mike Gauthier. Some people call me the king of coupons because nobody brings you bigger savings than my market share coupon book. Having trouble saving money? Then do what the Tripp family does. Carry the book, Mike's Market Share Coupon Book. You'll save thousands on things you use every day, like eyeglasses, oil changes, and cleaning from companies you trust. But you can't save unless you carry the book. Remember, you'll save a king's ransom using my Market Share Coupon Book.
Welcome back to Troy High School, where we have crowned a winner in the three-point shootout, and now we are on our way to crowning a winner in the slam dunk contest. Here, let's take a look at the rules for the slam dunk contest. No props or blindfolds, no firm grip or any kind of stick-em. Dunks are rated on a 1 to 10 scale. Finalists will receive a two-dunk minimum or maximum, I guess.
You try two, yeah.
Yeah, a second attempt is given if the first attempt is missed completely. First and final round scores are added together for a total score, and you get a 15-second limit per attempt.
Yeah, that's a little different than the three-point, where what you did the first round actually does matter, so the guys with the top scores are going in with a lead.
Let's take a look at our top scorers then right now. Terrence Taylor leads the way, Jamel Gooding, and then
John Borovich.
Who we talked about. Saylor.
And you work your way on down.
Shelton, Mitchell, Easter, and Brown.
You know, when we talk about one of the guys that was the favorite actually coming in was Elvin Jones, who didn't get his first dunk to go in the preliminaries. Did have the top score you can get, a 30 on his next dunk, but that's not enough to get in the final, so he's not here. Taylor and Borovich also had individual dunks of 30, so they've had the top single dunks of guys that are in the final.
our first one right now is number 63, and that is Shelton.
Martin Shelton from Rochester High.
Shelton misses on the first attempt, and he'll get another one.
Gets another attempt here. Kind of tough when you're as tall as he is because you've got to come up with something real creative. You know, they're very impressed by the shorter guys who have a long way to go up. And that goes back to the Spud Webb days.
Yeah.
I don't know if the crowd realizes what he just did. He didn't
slammed
just
it
open dunk.
against
Smacked the glass.
Yeah.
Smacked the glass and came back. That's very hard to do. Of course, it's impossible for us to do, but that's hard for anybody. Take a look at this in slow motion, what he does.
Slam it against the backboard and then dunk it. And the first attempt, 75. Chris Petty here. Another Rice misses here.
Hey, we got to slow down. Hey, Clinic.
So he did not do.
Slow him down.
All right, now we're going to see number 55, James Saylor from Milford Lakeland.
Slow down. Slow down. Hold it.
Here's James Saylor.
Saylor with a 52.2 in his first round. I'm going to try to add to that now.
Oh, nice attempt there on a little bit of a reverse there.
That's the dunk we saw Bubba Wicker doing when he first came out here.
So that shows some creativity there. That's the kind that'll get the fans on their feet.
You got to make it, though. Oh,
yeah.
And it came out and came in. You probably lose a point or two with the way it didn't go in clean, but still a very creative dunk. Now the next guy up, Jim Essien. This is his gym. First, we'll take a look at Saylor's dunk and see how it'll pop in and pop out. Off his head, actually. That's just unfortunate that it hit his head like that. It's really a clean dunk. Take a look at this thing off the head.
Yeah.
Now you see Jim Essien coming up here from Troy High. He had a couple of sweet dunks in the prelims as well.
He sure did. Deceiving. A big guy like him played the fullback, and he can get up in the air. Look at that. Look at that. Well, he's got the advantage of being in the home gym here. And he came up with a beauty.
Oh, man.
Jim Essien here from Troy in his own gym, Joe.
Is he left-handed or not? We don't know, but either way, this is sweet. Take a look at him. Come up, one-handed, boom. And now we're going to see Robert Brown from Oak Park. Kind of raise the roof.
Robert Brown wants to hear some more of his fans in the stands. Oh, he had to come.
I didn't think that could go.
From about 3 feet away from the rim to slam that thing.
I didn't think that was going to go. Wow.
That was beautiful. Take a look at this. I thought he was too far away, Joe.
The one thing I'm disappointed in is the crowd. I can't believe they didn't go crazy for this. Take a look how far out he has to come. That's incredible.
That's a great slam. Look at this. Look at how far away. 3-4 feet away.
That's an amazing dunk. All right. Now you got one of the crowd favorites from the first round, John Borovich. I think it's because he's such a short guy, all things considered. He ain't really that short, but let's see if he can get the crowd going again like he did in the first round. Not happy with his toss. Smart not to even try it. That doesn't count as an attempt. Would have been sweet.
Nice attempt. He had some beauties in the preliminary.
Yeah, Borovich, who led Seaholm to their first district title in God only knows how long. But that included a huge upset over Southfield Lathrop, who was a defending state finalist.
All right, not bad.
Yeah, he's not happy with it.
He's not happy. He had some better ones in preliminaries, but he got that one off.
Remember, he comes in third place to start, so it adds to the points he's already accumulated. Take a look at him come underneath, do a little spin, and just not able to get it clean, but still a nice dunk.
And here it is to finish off.
right, now somebody that we're very familiar with seeing dunking the ball, Jamel Gooding is up next.
Yeah. Jamel Gooding. Second in points. Look at that. Oh,
I would have put him
just
first.
missed it. Oh, sure would have.
I would have put him first.
I'm going to try that one again. I would. The same type of...
Remember, he's only a junior, too. We got one more year of this.
Misses. That drops him way down. Jamel Gooding with 57.1 coming in to this was only a fraction, 5 decimal points behind. Let's take a look.
Just an unfortunate thing. Not able to get a good grip on the ball here as you see him come up, and the ball just slips out of his hands there. Now you're going to see Terrence Taylor from Pontiac Northern, who really had the crowd going.
Taylor, he led the way with 57.6 coming into this final. Oh!
And Taylor...
Oh, if he had just hanging.
Another guy like Borovich, he's a guard. He's a short guy for dunking anyway, and that just creates more of an elevation look to it, and the crowd loves seeing the shorter guys do this.
Well, Joe, so far that three-point shootout has been the excitement. But will it change? Oh! Oh,
right now.
But not enough. As Taylor, the two leaders coming into this, were...
neither made it. And John Borovich, who wasn't real happy before with that dunk, is probably feeling real good about it right now.
Yeah.
Well, now each guy gets one more attempt. You can go back in order.
Back.
So we'll start with Shelton again.
Yeah. Shelton right now.
Shelton's up to 45.5 on his total.
Yeah.
With his, the first three dunks added together.
In that position.
Or actually, that was his score on the first one. I forgot. Now you have 6 judges rather than 3 judges looking at each dunk.
So your point total really adds up.
Yeah,
here we go. Didn't like that one.
6 judges, by the way, none of whom has ever dunked a basketball in their life.
They'll get one more.
Yeah, he does get another shot. As long as you don't go for that attempt on when you first bounce it.
Sometimes I wonder if these guys even have it planned out, or they just throw it up and see what they're going to do and just kind of ad-lib. Some of these guys are good ad-libbers. Some of these guys have to plan it out. Let's see what happens.
What do you do when you dunk?
I lower the rim.
Thank you. Me too.
So a nice effort there, and not enough really, as I think that'll kind of get Shelton out of the top of the pack. Let's take a look. He tried, just couldn't. The first attempt was a pretty good one. There we go now. Number 75, Chris Petty, coming up.
Chris Petty from Birmingham, Brother Rice.
And not much there, so he's going to get one more attempt.
And that's the kind where, when you're not happy with the bounce, if you don't even go for it,
let it go, and you
that
get
won't
2
count
more.
as exactly. It's not an attempt. Oh, and now he's done.
Good. He's done. So Chris Petty will be out now, and you just look for some quality dunks here. There's Petty.
Will spin and just can't get it to go. You'll see James Saylor. I'll tell you right now, a guy who's got a shot at pulling an upset is Essie.
Yeah.
With that first dunk that he had.
He had a beautiful dunk, and he may do it again. Let's take a look. Taylor almost had it there.
Kind of puts you in position to win, too.
Yeah. Got it off the glass, and just wouldn't fall for him. They couldn't hold on to it, so he's going to try it again. Some of these guys have different techniques. They may try the same one again or something different. Let's see what he does. Something different, but not bad. He gets it down, and that'll get him some points.
It's going to put him in the lead for now. Of the guys that are finished, he'll have the lead. So, Steele from Golf World, he's leader in the clubhouse.
Yeah. And something like this will get you some points.
The guys got to make their dunks.
Bring the house down, but some pretty good points there. There we go.
Yeah, and the guys that follow definitely have to make them. If they all miss, it puts Saylor in a great position. But Essian's the guy who, remember, this is his gym. He's going to have some people behind him on this.
There we go. Had a great dunk last time, and this time lost
That doesn't count for anything.
Does not count, did not go up.
You do have that 15-second limit. And that's what I think he's realizing now. You can't just stand around, or it will count as an attempt.
One-handed, trying to do a little Hollywood
little Karl Malone there with the pose.
Yeah.
Well, he's still got another attempt coming.
One more shot at it. One-handed, couldn't get it to go.
Then almost attacks Mark Gomez.
And thank you for not kicking our cameraman.
Yeah, that cost you.
We will not accuse Jim Essian of being a Dennis Rodman there to our cameraman.
No.
So, let's take a look. Essian. And right into your living room here, folks. Oh, boy.
Boom.
But he had a good dunk his first time, and nothing really to show for it on the second one.
And now, Robert Brown from Oak Park. And you get into that final group of guys who's really got a chance to win this thing.
Yeah, this is one of the guys. Look at this. Off the wall.
Oh, and you know, he wasn't feeling comfortable with it, but I like the idea.
I do too. That was really off the wall.
Well,
there it is. Hey, let's get him some points.
It's good, but he did let it hit the ground off the bounce, so it's not as sweet as what I thought it was going to be, but still a nice dunk.
Nice dunk. Get him some points.
Works for the theatrics.
Let's take a look. Off the back wall.
And it does hit the ground, so it really is just a pass to yourself. And then he doesn't catch it in the air.
Yeah.
But this time just to catch and jump, but still a nice dunk.
Yep. So Robert Brown looks good after that one. And now
Borovich.
There's Borovich. Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I think he
likes that one.
He's got a shot at winning with that thing.
I'll tell you, the little guy.
Let's remember, the two guys that follow him missed their dunks the last time around.
Yeah.
I don't know what the records are on height, but if he were to win this, I think he'd be the shortest champion in the history of this contest.
So. I think so. He's come out of nowhere. Look at this. And again, he hit some nice ones in the preliminaries. Wish I could say that once. And he's done it. Just a great job. Goes up into the stands. And he is happy with that one. And here we go. Jamel Gooding. He needs a big one here.
Oh, that would have been big.
Oh, that would have been huge. He said there was something on the floor. And he may have a point, something on the floor, so. Could be something off our camera.
I don't know what that is. That's something
off the backboard.
Top of the backboard.
Could be our
They're going to change baskets.
It is off the backboard, so they're going to go down to the other end. So we're going to.
Well, we got two guys left, and they're going to have to go to another basket, and that's going to change everything.
So we'll need to get our cameras situated down there. We're going to have Jim Feldkamp talk to Jamel Gooding. Here's Gooding, and he puts it down. So Gooding gets his slam and a little dance.
Pretty good. I don't know if that's enough to catch Borovich, who right now is the leader by 3.5 points over Robert Brown.
Let's take a look at Gooding. Way back. And nice job in holding on to that one.
Be your last dunk of the night.
Terrence Taylor.
Barring a tie. Pretty hard to tie with all these decimal points, though.
Yeah. Taylor, way up. Oh, look at this. Well, that'll help him. That coming into this final round.
And that miss on his first attempt in the final might come back to haunt him. We're not sure yet.
And here it is. The final slam of the evening. Could it be? Barring a tie. Look at Taylor going way up and putting it down. And another slam dance here. A little help from Jamel Good.
And Jamel saying, your dance is good, mine was better.
Here's a nice look from underneath.
I
I wonder what that feels like, Joe, to be way up in the,
I don't know.
Clouds like that. Well, there you have the final slam dunk, and we'll be back to tally it all up for you and pick a winner right after these messages. Stay with us.
When you call Modernistic, we'll show up with this: $35,000 worth of carpet and upholstery cleaning technology.
Call the competition. They'll probably show up with this.
Our truck-mounted equipment can professionally clean your carpets with 10 times the power of portable cleaners, removing dirt, harmful bacteria, pollens, and more.
The competition can.
Of course, there is one thing the competition does that we can't.
They make a lot more noise.
Modernistic, count on us. So the tire store guy says, great deal on them tires. You want valve stems? No thanks. Your tires won't work without valve stems. They're extra. Then he told me all the other extras I needed. So guess what happened to my great deal on them tires?
Only Bell Tire gives you out-the-door pricing. You get the guaranteed lowest price, and at Bell Tire, it's the total, complete, everything's included price with absolutely no extras ever.
Bell Tire.
Nobody comes close, nobody's closer.
Yeah, welcome back to Troy High School. Here are your slam dunk results, and what a surprise. It's the little guy, John Borovich winning for Seaholm with a 169.6. Robert Brown came in second. And James Saylor with 159.2 in third place. Terrence Taylor with 150.7 in fourth. It was Jamal Gooding in fifth with 148.8. 140.8 for Jim Essien here on his home court. He had a nice slam early on. Then it was in seventh place Martin Shelton, and then rounding it out in eighth place was Chris Petty. And now with our big winners, let's go down to Joe Abramson down on the court. Joe?
Thanks a lot, Dave. And first we're going to talk to our three-point champ, Ed Ocampo. And the first obvious question is, was there any pressure on this since you're not the first Ocampo to win this? Your brother Jasper won the first one ever back in '91.
Yeah, just a little. With the long wait, I was like one of the last shooters in the first round. That was pretty tough. In the second round, I felt I could win it, but I just had to wait and see.
And now you're telling me you guys won your first district title in, what, 10 or 12 years, something like that. Were you hitting a lot of threes during the season for Roper?
Some games I was off, but some games I was on. It's just a matter of making them, shooting them, keep shooting them.
All right, now when we got to that final shoot-off, were you aware on your last shot that it was win or lose on that two-point ball?
The first one I thought I already lost, but obviously I made it and we tied, fortunately. But the second one, I didn't know either. Just made it.
And just get into a little bit of a groove there, and then you could feel it at the end?
Yeah, I was keying in on the two-pointers a little, so because they were worth more and hoping the other shots would go in.
That was the whole key. You hit the last three two-pointers that you needed, and that got you the victory. So hey, congratulations, great effort. And now we'll talk to the slam dunk champ, John Borovich, and we're not sure because we don't have any official records on this. We're pretty sure you're the shortest slam dunk champ that they've ever had out here. And, you know, coming in tonight, you weren't one of the favorites. After the first round, we saw how the crowd reacted. You kind of became one. What were your thoughts coming into this tonight?
Coming in, actually, tonight, I was thinking about withdrawing my name because at the end of the season, I had no jumping ability whatsoever. And I was afraid I was going to come out here and embarrass myself. I was afraid I couldn't get it over the rim, but I mean, one thing led to another. The adrenaline started flowing. My friends were out there cheering, and I mean, the ball just happened to go down for me. So,
now your first dunk in the finals, you didn't seem too happy about it at the time, but then the other two guys missed after that. But what was going on in that first dunk?
Well, the first dunk, I threw it up and it was a bad toss, and then I threw it up again, and it was a better toss, and I turned around and I didn't think it went in like right away. I thought it rattled around a little bit. I wasn't really sure, so I went over to my friends on the sideline. I asked them. They said it went in pretty cleanly, so then I felt better about it.
Yeah, and then on your second dunk, it seemed kind of similar to what you did in the first round. Your second dunk really got the crowd going, and that kind of helped you out a little bit too, I think, with the judges.
Yeah, definitely. That was the dunk I just came up with at the last second. I just threw it up there, and it was actually a bad toss. It was way off to the right, and so it made the dunk look a lot better. So.
All right, now you guys, like Ed's team, you guys won your first district title in who knows how long. And coming in tonight, if I had seen your name, I'd have thought you'd have been in the three-point contest. You weren't in that. How was the decision made that you did the dunk and not the three?
Well, I have two buddies that can shoot the three pretty well, Alex Knapp and Mark Hayes. So the coach just asked me if I'd like to do the dunk contest. I said, yeah, what the heck? So.
Well, you know, I don't know if you're aware of this. There's only one other school that's ever had two champs. That's Southfield Lathrop with Mark Chappelle and Craig Urquhart. Okay. And now Jason Hansen won it a few years ago from Seaholm, and now you from Seaholm. It's got to give you a little bit of pride, something to go back to school and brag about a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, my brother went to Seaholm. He played with Jason Hansen. And so I knew of him. I came and watched him win the slam dunk contest, and I never dreamed that I'd be out here doing it. So.
Yeah, well, it's a great way to finish up a high school career. You know, you win the district and you come out with slam dunk champ. Great job by John Borovich, also with Ed Ocampo, and another exciting event here at the Oakland County Slam Dunk Three-Point Championship. Now we'll send it back over to Dave Zorn.
Thanks, Joe, and congratulations to the two winners and to all of our contestants here. A great night and a great battle in both areas, the three-point and in the slam dunk contest, and some big surprises. The three-point contest, as we will see here, the winners and the final stats for you. In the three-point contest, it was Ocampo beating out Lowell Boyle, and they had a number of shootouts to determine that winner. And some controversy at the end, but it turned out that Ocampo did win it by one in that one. And then the slam dunk results, as you see, we see John Borovich winning it, and he won it actually with 3 perfect scores tonight is what he came up with. As we take a look at the judges' scoring, he won it with 3 perfect scores tonight. So a great job by both players. They really deserve their trophies tonight. Ocampo in the shootout, Joe, and then Borovich coming out, as you said, as he talked to you, he said he wasn't even going to enter.
Well, yeah, you know, you look at some of the names of the guys that are coming in here, and I think everybody thought for sure it was Elvin Jones was the guy to beat, but you got to get to the finals before you can win it. And then, you know, there's that factor of being a shorter guy. If you can do a couple things, you know you're capable. And I think from what he had said that he just wasn't jumping well at the end of the year, whether your legs are tired or whatever, that'll take you out of it too. Maybe early in the year you feel confident. Still, he came up big when he had to.
He sure did. And that'll do it here from Troy High and another successful slam dunk and three-point shootout. And we would like to thank the Troy Community Coalition, who sponsors this event for the prevention of drug and alcohol abuse, and doing a lot of work in the Troy area for that cause. And there we see Ocampo keeping it in the family, so that is a little bit of trivia there too. So his brother Jasper winning it in 1991. So for all of us here at TCI Sports, for Joe Abramson, I'm Dave Zorn. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you later on down the line. We've got some basketball coming up later on in June for you, so stay tuned for that. We'll see you.